Good day everyone. I am Arvin Mendoza of CSC Regional Office 11, Examination Services Division. Today we are going to share with you our computerized examination proposal entitled Proxy, which we submitted to CSC Central Office last June 2020. So what will be the flow of our presentation? First, we will discuss proxy. What is it about? Second, a shift from COMEX. Third, its salient features. Fourth, how do we go about it? Fifth, how much do we need for proxy or how much is the budget? And lastly, what do we entreat from CSCCO for proxy? So first, let's discuss proxy. What is it about? Proxy comes from the project's main title, an exam project of CSC RO11. The PRO came from project and the XI came from Regional Office 11. We just put them together, that's why we have proxy. It was inspired by the word proxy with the XY, which means something that may act for another. It provides opportunities to earn CS eligibility during COVID-19 pandemic, since COMEX was designed for normal times. It further resolves concerns and issues attached to COMEX and provides opportunity for the regional office to generate income for its working capital. Proudly, it is developed by Mr. Levy John Bautista of our Management Services Division using MS Access application. Through the initiative of our Regional Director, Adams D. Torres, and our Assistant Regional Director, Cyril Nathan SM Iyamiguel. Proxy is embedded with the highest security features to protect and secure the integrity of the exams. A shift from COMEX. Despite the good intentions behind COMEX conceptualization, certain drawbacks raised during actual implementation remain unresolved. This resulted in the piling up of unsettled issues which lessens its value. CSC RO11 now proposes to address some of these issues while placing premium on working towards competent and efficient administration of CS exams even during COVID-19. What are its salient features? Actually, we have 5. Later, on the succeeding slides, we will discuss them elaborately. But first, what are these 5 features? First, lesser health risk. Second, exclusivity to Region 11 applicants only. Third, longer window for downloading of test forms. Fourth, minimal risk of unsuccessful transmission of EAD-F to ERPO. And lastly, ensured paid examination slot. Let's now go to the first salient feature, lesser health risk. In COMEX, all 20 applicants spend the entire morning from 8 a.m. at CSC RO11 for the personal appearance activities. This include the presentation of the ID and verification, the taking of the picture, the taking of the biometrics, the payment at the cashier, and the printing of examination forms. This results to some of the examinees to spend almost their entire morning at the CSC COMEX processing area. While in proxy, applicants will only be required to be at the CSC RO11 at least 1 hour before the actual exams to present ID, sign the IAS, have their pictures taken, and sign and thumb mark on the application form and PSP. This is compliant to IATF's directive regarding physical distancing. Now let's go to the second salient feature, exclusivity to Region 11 applicants only. Yes, we consider this as a salient feature since the COMEX system creates hassles to applicants outside Region 11 when exam is cancelled or postponed. Actually, last year, we have this one applicant coming from Quezon City who became very mad and was very difficult to handle when she was informed that the examination in Davao City was postponed due to technical concerns. She cited that she already bought airline tickets and already reserved a hotel room in Davao City. But in the end, she was forced not to come since, as I've said, the examination was postponed. Abetting measures during exam cancellation or postponement in proxy will be less challenging, considering that we will only be dealing with examinees coming from within Region 11. Of course, expenses will still be there on their part, but it will be minimal since they will be coming from areas near Davao City. Regional quarantine protocols were also considered in this feature, since we understand that some cities, municipalities, and provinces still conduct lockdowns from time to time relative to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now let's go to the third salient feature, longer window for downloading of test forms. COMEX has only around 1 hour window for downloading of test forms. Examinations may either be cancelled or rescheduled if technical issues due to the poor internet connectivity or electrical power supply is encountered. As per proxy, test forms are expected to be received not later than 1 day before the scheduled exam from IRPO, who will send it directly to proxy's local server to provide ample time for the downloading, hence risk of rescheduling or postponing the exam is minimized. Actually, in Region 11, we encountered at least 2 instances wherein the examination was either cancelled or rescheduled relative to the said problem. The fourth salient feature is the minimal risk of unsuccessful transmission of EAD-F to ERPO. Sending a EAD-F in COMEX is done 5 minutes after the last examinee logged out of the system. If system bogs down during the 5-minute window, COMEX cannot resend file, since there is no resend button in the system. So one possible solution for this kind of problem is to hand carry the local server to ERPO, in which, if you imagine, is very inconvenient and costly. In proxy, the system will automatically produce the match data file ready for sending via email to ERPO for processing. You don't even have to use the remarks application to process the match data file, for the system will automatically do it for you. Now let's go to the last salient feature, insured paid examination slot. When the applicant does not show up during exam day in COMEX, his slot will not be utilized to the detriment of other applicants needing such slot. This resulted in foregone examination revenue for the Commission. To better explain this point, please direct your attention to the next slide. In this slide, we are showing you actual examinees in Region 11 taking COMEX regular examination. According to the chart, only 20 to 95%, or an average of only 68% of those who made slot reservation actually showed up during the examination day, resulting in an approximately 86,360 pesos loss to CSC. And if you look closely, last October 26, 2017, out of 20 who reserved a slot, only 4 showed up and took the exam, wasting 16 examination slots that would have been used by other applicants who are really willing to take the examination. Again, last June 14, 2018, out of the 20 who reserved a slot, only 6 showed up, wasting again 14 examination slots. In proxy, the proof of confirmed payment will be asked from the applicant prior to the final confirmation of the examination slot. So now, how do we go about it? Before the exam, the applicant should open the proxy website, select offered CS exam date, and fill out the required information. Then, send via email scanned copy of his valid ID. After that, the applicant will receive a prompt that his application is received, it will be subjected to processing, and he will receive an email communicating the result of his application. Then, he will receive an email detailing the result of his application. Now, if accepted, he will be instructed to pay for the examination. Payment shall be made through deposit to our LBP account. Of course, he will be given the LBP account number. Then, send proof of payment through the same email address and wait for the final confirmation. The applicant will then receive the final confirmation of his application with the instruction regarding the personal appearance and the actual examination. Now, during the examination, the applicant appears personally at least 1 hour before the examination proper for the preliminary activities, bringing with him his original valid ID. And finally, take the examination. For the local administrator, before the examination, he is in charge of communicating the proposed examination schedule of CSE-RO 11 to ERPO for approval. Then, the approved examination schedule is created at the website using the local server. He will also forward the received application to the ESD local processor for verification, and then facilitate the assignment of the examinee number per examinee upon confirmation of the examinee's lot. He will then produce and forward the EDF from the system to the assigned ESD local processor for reference, and upload test forms received by CSE-RO 11 from ERPO in the testing units before the start of the examination. During the examination, he will initiate the preparation and shutting down of the computer units prior and after the actual examination, and monitor and address technical concerns during the actual examination. After the examination, the local administrator will produce and forward the match data file from the system to the assigned ESD local processor. The ESD local processor, before the examination, will verify the examinee's application form, including the validity of the scan ID of the ID received. Send email to the applicant regarding the result of the evaluation. Now, if accepted, he will instruct the applicant to send proof of confirmed payment through the same email address and wait for the final confirmation. After that, he will facilitate the verification of the proof of payment by the MST upon its receipt from the examinee. Then send through email, copy furnish the local administrator, the final confirmation and instruction to the examinee. He will also facilitate the printing of the examinee attendance sheet or EAS when the final list of examinees for a scheduled examination is completed. During the examination, the local processor takes the picture of each examinee and then facilitate the printing of the approved examinee's application form AF and the picture sheet plan or PSP. After the examination, the local processor will facilitate the sending via email the match file to ERPO for result processing. And finally, he is in charge of downloading, printing, preparation, and dissemination of results to the examinees upon receipt from ERPO. So what will be the role of the cashier? The cashier will verify the proof of payment provided by examinee vis-a-vis the amount credited to the bank account of CSE-RO 11 through LBP link BIZ. Then issue and forward the corresponding official receipt or OR to the ESD staff. The assigned room examiner and proctor will facilitate the preliminary examination activities such as the accomplishment of the pre-printed picture sheet plan, PSP, IAS, obtaining the examinee's signature and thumb mark on the pre-printed AF, provide sketch paper and pencils, provide the original copy of his OR, and finally give a pre-recorded exam briefing and final instructions to examinees through their testing unit monitors. They will also be in charge of administering the conduct of the actual examination and facilitate the post-examination activities such as the retrieval of the scratch paper and pencil from the examinees, obtaining the examinee's signature on the room examiner's report or RER, and shredding of the scratch papers to be witnessed by the ESD staff. And finally, submit to ESD the examination reports including RER, IAS, and PSP. So how much do we need for proxy? Or how much is the budget? We emphasize that it is very minimal, since CSE RO11 plans on maximizing the resources currently available at the regional office, including the equipment used in COMEX. And even if we consider the additional procurement of operating system and equipment, still it is very much less compared to what was used in COMEX. Now, what do we entreat from CSE CO for proxy? We are asking that a copy of the proxy's test form template will be sent to CSE CO so that an authorized CO personnel undertakes the embedding to be remotely observed and monitored by the CSE RO11 local administrator and the CSE RO11 management. Rest assured that appropriate safeguards and measures will be put in place to ensure the protection of the integrity of the test forms. Well, that ends my presentation today, but before we answer questions relative to proxy, please allow us to share with you a short walkthrough video of the program from the perspective of an examinee. Again, thank you very much.